when you talk about SEC defenses and preparing for them,
Mm.
you've had three coordinators. How have you been able to succeed having three different coordinators and preparing for SEC conference?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of confidence in our coaches. You know, we may change coordinators, but our system stays intact. And our assistant coaches and our players know and build on the system that we have. And and that's what's tough, for the defense because I thought we really did some good things, all things considered. You know, we're down some secondary guys. You go down two free safeties in that game, really hindered Brad in the ability to make some calls, and it really hurt us at times. But I thought we overcame so much of that and did so many good things against a quality team that could hurt you across the board, and really put yourself in a position to, outside of that last play to hold them to whatever it was, 250, 260, whatever, 270, or no, 360, 370, whatever it was. But really till the fourth quarter, played really strong for three quarters. Got to finish, and we talk about that all the time, and we have. We won a lot of close games. We've won a lot of games in the fourth quarter. We didn't this week, and need to get some guys healthy. Need to build some depth in the secondary. Need to complement each other on both sides of the ball. Get back to what we do.
What about Kylan Hill impresses you in the state backfield?
He's a strong runner. Just a really good physical guy. They're based on their team is physical. They run the ball for over 200 yards in each game this year, but they're also balanced, throwing for close to 200 as well. So but it starts with a physical attack.
Mark, back to secondary for a second. What do you want them to take out of this game?
Well, I think there's a lot of good things that they did, but just to build on it is to build on the way that they have to over communicate. And young guys got to get in there, and inexperienced guys got to understand when under that extreme pressure, their habits are going to come straight to the surface, and we got to create winning habits and do things right all the time and over communicate. And things get rocking. You probably heard last week. I mean, we had crowd noise at practice because the defense, some young guys, they've never been out there when it's loud. It's not just the offenses that have a hard time communicating. Defenses do as well. And we practiced that last week. We had crowd noise very, very high in certain periods to make them look at each other and give hand signals. Because in practice they get in a comfort zone with their checks and calls, and you can't do that in a game, home game like that.
Mark, how close are you to using Peters, especially maybe in a down and distance type of situation?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how how he progresses and how he picks things up. That's. We need every available body we can get, obviously, but we need them to understand and be able to execute our defense too.
With so many young guys in the secondary, how do you juggle those 4 games with guys like Moses and MJ, who I assume are behind them, other guys for a reason, but have the potential?
Yeah, we got to bring along. MJ's having a little surgery today on a wrist, but he'll be back if he can. If he can manage the pain, probably cast him up and play. So that hinders him a little bit as well. But Mo will have to get back in the fold a little bit this week too. Mm-hmm.
Mark, my memory isn't as good as it used to be, but what's going on with this Wildcat formation? I don't seem to recall it working very much recently.
No, I don't know. I seem to get that conversation a lot, but it seems like we the minute it doesn't work, you'll hear about it. So it's every time it's effective, you don't hear about it, and you don't write about it. But it's been very effective for us. So. And again, when a lot of it's overblown, what I mean. Sometimes if you're trying to maybe pull one person out of it, it's the exact same run game whether he's under there or not. So sometimes you could get an extra gap in the way you never know when we're gonna flip it to them, so they got to cover them. And pull somebody out of there. So we're gonna.
But back to secondary for just a second. What's it like for a coach to have such an experienced secondary last year with leaders like Mike Edwards and Darius West and those guys who've been in the system for so long, know what to do, to go to where you've got so many young guys that you're trying to teach what to do? What's
I
that
think-
like for a coach, I guess is what I'm asking.
It can be difficult. It's tough. You know, in general, if you talk about our team last week, you know, what I talked to them about was once we put in a heavy preparation to really be confident as a team, as a unit, and I thought we really played that way. The team was confident. They were aggressive. We came out and made some, you know, plays and put ourselves in a position to win the game. I think, you know, with young guys in that position, if things start going, you know, bad, or, you know, get a couple injuries, you know, you know, it's human nature, I think, for them to get, you know, just a touch rattled, you know, and you know, get caught up in the moment a little bit, you know. So that's when they have to focus on their details and their technique, and sometimes that strays. Sometimes, you know, there's, you know, sometimes it's just bad luck. You know, they have two free safeties goes down. We don't have time to rep three in a specific game time, nor the depth, you know, to have three in there with all the different calls. There's so many nuances and adjustments and things. You can't just, you don't have three.
Plus you're going against some pretty good receivers.
Yeah, exactly. So it can cut Brad and with some things, you know, with some calls. And, you know, that's just unfortunate.
Are they getting enough help when you just want to rush forward? Are they getting a good enough pass rush?
At times they've done a really good job. At times, you know, maybe not. Again, everybody has some strengths and weaknesses. You know, we have some strengths, and you know, part of those strengths, you know, can be weaknesses as well. We're a big, strong up front. You know, we're a big, strong team up front, and you know, but we got some good pass rush, not always. You know, and we got to continue to rotate guys in. A little bit of a bad break again with getting Phil, because Phil does have some really good twitch. He's a fast guy, you know, and he's loose and a different type of rusher. And you know, we were excited to get him back this week, and then he gets hurt in the pregame. So you know, that doesn't help us as well.
Mark, have you ever lost a player in the pregame warm-ups?
Yeah, it was. I did. You know, back when I first got here, yeah, we lost some. Yeah. Oh well, I don't want to make light of it, but it was hard to throw and catch in pregame.
How has Jordan? With Jordan being the only guy out there really with a lot of experience in the secondary, how has he taken this upon himself, just trying to be out there?
He is. He's trying, but you know, he's relatively inexperienced as well. And so as far as game reps and game time, so and Jordan's a great kid and a great leader, and he's trying the best he can.
Coach, what did you see from the tight ends Saturday? It seemed like they were more involved in the passing game.
Yeah, they were. They did a nice job. You know, Justin is a big target. You know, he does a nice job blocking in, you know, with some option routes and getting him the football. You had a nice catch by Keaton. You see him, you know, that's where that size pays off and goes up and makes a competitive catch. So those guys are doing a good job.
Mark, you mentioned the crowd noise and the cowbells. Is there any way to simulate that in practice?
No, I mean, just, you know, with us, the best simulation will be is just to turn up that crowd noise as loud as we can. We have some nice equipment out there now with the new practice facility and that with the speakers, so it'll be good and loud to where the offense has to do everything on a silent count. So they will be prepared for completely being blocked out from the sound.